Hi, I'm Sarah from Heirloom Creations, and we recently hosted an Anita Goodesign workshop where we featured this beautiful snowman on a pillow. And I want to show you kind of how it's actually made because everything is done in the hoop. We start off by hooping a piece of mesh stabilizer, a piece of batting that's cut and trimmed to size because everything is quilted in the hoop. I'm going to start off with some stipple stitching around the areas that actually are not filled in by applique or other places. Now for his hat, what we're going to do is trim just along the inside, leaving the top and the right side to actually extend out into the seam allowances. And then we're going to just continue. Each placement stitching line shows me where I need to put my fabric for each area. Now here's a little trick I like to do. For example, we're just finishing up with the orange thread. Leave the orange thread on there for the next placement line because then you can actually see a little bit better than trying to match the thread and then not actually covering everything up before you put your fabric down. So that is just something I do. Now, after it stitches the scarf, it starts in on all these wonderful songs that you hear at Christmas time. This one, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Now, it's kind of broken up into sections, so it's actually going to stitch out every other line, allowing you to maybe do the second grouping of letters, maybe in a metallic thread or something slightly different. But here's a little tip. Be sure to trim those stitches between all those lines before it starts the second set. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of pulling out all those stitches or all those threads as you go. Now here's where the little glitter comes in. We put metallic silver thread in as it's doing the little snow and snowflakes to help fill in all the last little parts and pieces of this design. It's absolutely beautiful. Now remember on those pillows, there's side sections. We're going to do those in the hoop too. Start off with the same way of placing batting and trimming it down. Now each time it stitches a placement area so I know about how big a piece of fabric I need. Once I put the fabric in, right side down, it's going to stitch a line and then I'm going to flip it forward and then it will stitch it in place, finishing up in no time at all. And then you're just going to repeat for the second side. I usually like to leave a little stabilizer over on the left and I can just put my second piece right over there after I rehoop. Here are some pictures of the remaining projects that we did during the Anita Goodesign workshop, and you can order this Christmas Classics collection at heirloomcreations.net.